Hello! So in this video, I'm going to demonstrate how to Dremel your dog's nails. So for me personally, at least for little dogs, I like to have them laying upside down on my lap. So this is Penny, and she's been trained since a puppy to lay upside down, stretched out in front of me. So her little head is over here, and then her feet are sticking up in the air. And I find that this is the best way to do it for me, at least because that way I can see clearly where the nails are and how far I've gone. So I'm going to use this Dremel here. It's the cordless Dremel brand for pets. Really the only difference is that it comes with just the grinder bit replacements and not the other shapes that you would use a Dremel for in terms of construction and all that kind of stuff. Okay, so first of all, there are two settings. There's 1, which is the slower, and 2, which is the faster. I find that 1 is probably easier to introduce the dogs to begin with because it's less noisy and it generates less heat. So with the nails, I'll show you how I do it. Once I turn it on, I'm just gonna pull upwards. So the Dremel bit, when I'm holding it with my right hand, it turns away from me. So what I'm gonna do is pull it towards me as I go over the nails. So you can see here, that right now, the tip of the nail still is pretty solid. It's pretty hard. There's no softness in it, and it's generally gray. So that means that there's still dead nail tissue. So I'm going to keep going. And each time only doing just a second or so. Nice and quick and short so it doesn't get too hot. Now you can sort of see that the bottom area of the nail is starting to get darker, whereas the top is still gray. What I like to do with the nails when I grind is, you'll notice that I just don't go straight across. I like to go from side to side to side. So what I am doing essentially is I'm grinding the nail around the quick, and that way you can get more of the nail tissue or the dead nail tissue off, and leaving the slightly softer center exposed. And that way when the dog walks during the day, it will just the act of walking will slowly help push the quick back as well. So I'll demonstrate again with the next nail. So again, you can see that this is the dead tissue here. Stay, Pen Pen. It's okay. Good girl. Good job. So it's still dead tissue here. And now you can sort of see, maybe you can't really see, that this bottom layer here is kind of dark while the top is still gray. So that's where I will stop with her. How short is short enough? Ideally what we want is that when the dog is standing, that the nails are not touching the ground. So see how she's standing perfectly straight right now. These are her front legs. And unfortunately she has a lot of hair, so you can't really see them very well. But notice that with her foot flat on the ground, the nails are not touching the bottom.